Today, we are going to talk about a machine that is more than just a car. It is an icon, a living legend, that has ruled both the luxury streets of the world and the toughest off-road terrains, without bowing down to anything. Yes, we are talking about the Mercedes-AMG G63, and not just any G63, but the latest 2026 version, a car that combines brutal power, futuristic technology, unmatched luxury, and the timeless boxy silhouette that has become a dream for car enthusiasts all across the globe. This is a story of how a car that began its life as a rugged military vehicle has turned into one of the most desirable luxury SUVs on Earth, and why the 2026 AMG G63 is perhaps the boldest and most dramatic interpretation of this legend yet. The first thing that catches your eyes when you see the 2026 G63 is its sheer presence. It doesn't look like any ordinary SUV. It doesn't try to blend into traffic. It doesn't whisper sophistication. Instead, it shouts dominance, power, and prestige. That tall, boxy structure, those sharp lines, and the upright stance all remain faithful to the original design DNA. Yet, Mercedes has managed to polish it with modern touches. The LED headlights shine brighter and sharper than ever. The AMG grille is more commanding with horizontal slats that gleam under showroom lights, and the wide fenders hint at the beastly performance hidden underneath. Finished in gleamy, oily black with deep, glossy reflections, the 2026 G63 looks less like a car and more like a moving fortress on wheels. A limousine-styled tank dressed in a tuxedo. Step around to the back and you'll see why people still fall in love with this design. The spare wheel mounted on the rear door, the squared-off edges, the powerful stance, everything screams G-Class. But the 2026 AMG G63 refines it with sleek red fog backlights, black alloy wheels that hug the asphalt, and accents that make the whole car look like a piece of art. It's bold. It's aggressive, but at the same time, it's dripping with elegance. Imagine pulling up in this SUV at night, the glossy black body reflecting the city lights, the AMG badge glistening proudly, and that unmistakable exhaust note rumbling like thunder. That moment is nothing short of cinematic. But the G63 is not just about looks. The heart of the 2026 G63 is a masterpiece of engineering. Under its hood lies a 4.0-liter twin-turbocharged V8 engine, tuned by AMG to produce around 585 horsepower and a colossal 627 lb-ft of torque. And here's where Mercedes adds a modern twist. This engine is now paired with a mild hybrid system that doesn't just improve efficiency, but also gives an extra electric boost when you need it most. This means you get instant power delivery, making this SUV rocket from 0 to 100 km/h in just over 4.3 seconds. Think about that for a moment. A box-shaped, heavy luxury SUV accelerating like a sports car. That's the magic of AMG. The 9-speed automatic transmission works like a charm, shifting gears smoothly when you want comfort and snapping into aggressive, razor-sharp changes when you demand performance. The 4MATIC all-wheel drive system is, of course, legendary, with locking differentials and off-road hardware that makes the G63 not just a luxury SUV, but a capable adventurer. You could take it to the desert dunes of Dubai, the snowy mountains of Switzerland, or the rocky terrains of Pakistan's northern areas, and it will glide through with the same confidence. It's one of those rare cars that can look at a Rolls-Royce in terms of luxury and then tackle a Land Cruiser in terms of off-road ability and win on both fronts. Step inside, and the story becomes even more captivating. The interior of the 2026 AMG G63 is nothing short of a 5-star luxury lounge. The moment you open the solid, heavy door, you are greeted by a symphony of leather, metal, and technology. The seats are wrapped in premium Napa leather, available in multiple colors and stitching patterns. The dashboard is dominated by dual widescreen displays running Mercedes' latest MBUX infotainment system. Everything is high-tech yet user-friendly, from the customizable digital instrument cluster to the voice-controlled features that respond to natural language. "Hey Mercedes," you say, and the car listens, understands, and obeys. The steering wheel is AMG-specific, with sporty grips, metal paddle shifters, and configurable buttons that let you switch between driving modes instantly. The Burmester surround sound system transforms the cabin into a concert hall, delivering crystal clear audio whether you're listening to classical symphonies or the latest hip-hop tracks. The ambient lighting, with a palette of 64 colors, adds a futuristic glow to the interior, making every drive feel like a special event. And let's not forget the details. From carbon fiber trims to diamond stitching, from heated and ventilated seats to massaging functions, everything inside the G63 whispers luxury and shouts performance. At the same time, driving the 2026 G63 is an experience like no other. Put it in comfort mode, and it glides like a luxury limousine, isolating you from the outside world, making you feel as if you're floating on air. Switch to Sport or Sport Plus mode, and suddenly the beast awakens. The exhaust roars, the suspension stiffens, the steering sharpens, and the SUV transforms into something that feels impossible for its size. Agile, responsive, and breathtakingly quick. The AMG Active Ride Control ensures that despite the high center of gravity, the car stays planted and composed through corners, giving you confidence at every turn. And then there's that exhaust note. Deep, growling, and thunderous. It's music to any enthusiast's ears, and it's addictive. Once you hear it, you never forget it. But the G63 is not just about performance or luxury. It's about status, about presence. Owning one is a statement. It tells the world that you are not afraid to be bold, not afraid to stand out. Celebrities, athletes, business tycoons, everyone who wants to showcase power and taste gravitates towards the G. For me, it's not just a car, it's a lifestyle. Park it in front of a five-star hotel and it becomes the center of attention. Drive it through a crowded street and watch as heads turn. It's a magnet for admiration, and that's something very few cars can achieve. Of course, all of this comes at a price. In markets like Pakistan, the 2026 Mercedes-AMG G63 costs around 8.7 crore rupees before additional taxes and import duties. That makes it one of the most expensive SUVs you can buy. But then again, for the people who can afford it, the price is not just about the car itself. It's about owning a legend, an icon, a piece of history that continues to evolve and inspire. And let's be honest, when you step inside a G63, when you feel the power under your feet, when you see the world move aside as you drive, you realize that it is worth every single penny. So what makes the 2026 AMG G63 so special? It's the fact that it combines contradictions and turns them into strengths. It is big, heavy, and boxy. Yet it is fast, agile, and exhilarating. It is luxurious and comfortable. Yet it is rugged and unstoppable. It is old school in its shape, yet futuristic in its technology. It's a car that bridges generations, appealing to the old who love the heritage and to the young who crave performance and style. It is timeless and it is trend-setting. Very few cars in the world can claim to be all of that. And that's why the G63 stands alone. And perhaps that's the magic of this machine. You don't just buy it because you need a car. You buy it because you want to make a statement, because you want to feel power at your fingertips, because you want to experience a blend of tradition and innovation that no other SUV can give you. The 2026 Mercedes-AMG G63 is more than just metal, leather, and rubber. It is a dream turned into reality, a legacy carried forward, and a symbol of what happens when passion meets perfection. And if you ever find yourself behind the wheel of one, remember this: you're not just driving. You're commanding a legend, steering history, and experiencing one of the greatest automotive masterpieces of our time. And if you ever find yourself behind the wheel of one, remember this: you're not just driving. You're commanding a legend, steering history, and experiencing one of the greatest automotive masterpieces of our time. The 2026 Mercedes-AMG G63 doesn't simply move you from one place to another. It transforms every single journey into an unforgettable event. It makes the mundane feel extraordinary, and the extraordinary feel limitless. Think of it this way: you could be gliding through empty highways at midnight with the city lights reflecting on the glossy black body, the V8 growling in the background.